following is a presentation of Emery Uno, Division 1.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Sorcerer 16 for Fairytale giveaway here on Emery Uno Division 1, and we are going to be kicking off what will be an action-packed day here with the Wizard region, as we're going to have a prior seeded matchup here. Number 1 Mack Johnson taking on number 5 Nom in their second encounter in both their careers here. Played each other a while ago back in Tournament 4 of 2024, so it's been a bit. Nom got the win 5-2 there, but they will be rematching once again here in the first tournament of 2026. We'll see who gets the win here. Nom was the higher seed last time. This time Mack will be the higher seed here, coming off a second place finish in Super League here. And I guess side note also, Mack kind of very early in the season already kind of beating out the Super League runner-up curse. We've seen that last 2 seasons here, but has not really been affecting him so far. Gotten off to the best start of the 3 current Super League runner-ups, so we'll see if he can continue that. But we're in the Sorcerer 16 here. Things are getting intense as we are getting closer and closer to the finale and final 4 of this bracket here. So we'll see who gets the win here in this earlier morning match, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This one is starting up, but let's get into it here. Let's take a look at the bracket for the Wizard region. Been a bit of an interesting one here. Mack getting the win, of course, in Tower 32, but then other than that, it's been a little chaotic here. Probably the second most chaotic region of the 4. Nom taking down Ypez 5-3, big win for Nom. Nom has gotten 2 pretty solid wins to start the season out thus far. And then in the lower half, chaos galore here as Ard was able to take down background character, makes it to the Sorcerer 16, and then we'll face Cody Smart, one of the 4 rookies in this round here. In a very lopsided 5-0 sweep. Smart just kind of executed on the cards there. Evan not really much to get it done, was sort of along for the ride there, but they'll both be playing tomorrow at 8 p.m. in the second to last match of the round here. But Mack will be the second match of the round. We had one match on Thursday in a not window match that was Monkey and Brian. Monkey got the win 5-4 in that one, so we'll see who will join Monkey in the Enchanted 8 here. After this one, will it be Mac or Nam? We will find out, but they will be looking to lock up the first half of the Wizard regional final and Enchanted 8 matchup, so we will see who ends up coming out on top. But take a look at the preview, then we'll go to the table. Both players are masters in this one. Record in this tournament, Mac's record's a little weird because he had a DQ win. So a little bit of an awkward start for him, but still doing well for the moment. And then is 9-4 with a 5-3 win and a 4-1 win. Round of 16 record is going to be an interesting one to note. Mac only won Enchanted 8 in his career. However, said Enchanted 8 went on to be a tournament win. So, looking to maybe match that, maybe a little bit of the boom or bust mentality. We'll see. And then 3-2 in this round, 60% win rate, doing pretty well so far for himself. Accolades actually pretty similar. Mac, as I mentioned before, that one Enchanted appearance ended up being a tournament win, so he has that gold medal. And then silver medal comes from Super League, and then for Nam, silver in tournament 5 of 2024, and then the bronze in March Madness 2024. I want to say it was that or last tournament last season. I would need to double check that, but um two medals to Nam's name here. Still looking for the trifecta with the gold though. Maybe could get it this tournament. We'll see. But CPU prediction has this one 5-4 for Mac here. So predicting another close one here. We saw a close one earlier in the week with the Monkey and Brian. So we'll see if this round has a lot of close matches. Or if this match will tell us what we should expect to come for the remainder of the day here. As there will be 4 matches today, starting with this one, but then Sherwood's going to take you through the remainder. We got at 1 p.m. in the night region, Nick versus Lara, which has been a very chalk region. I don't think there's been a single upset in the night region so far. And then we're going to wrap up the day with the both matches being the Cyclops region, very chaotic region here. Starts with 3 p.m. So kind of riding off the back of the Nick Lara match, that'll be Logan and Taco going at it. Taco, first rookie of the 4 to try and make their case to make the chance at 8. And then at 8 p.m. it'll be Rogers versus Mark. Rogers with a very impressive showing in this tournament so far. One of the best of his career. He's been one of the OG players here, but doing very well for himself here. And then Mark, also a pretty good start here. Got some revenge on Behel in the prior round after losing him the Deezer Championship last season, and is now looking to start the season off with a bang here. Kind of similar to what he did in Tournament 1 last season in D2, where he made it all the way to the finale where he ultimately would lose to Luke in a 6-5 showing. But that's going to be your preview for this matchup and also the preview for today here. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go to the overlay here. It is an early morning game, so not too much of an audience here. Like we'll roll through some of this here, but we do have Sanford, who is going to be our ref, and also give some, I guess, Larry Mack style analysis here. But Sanford, this is the second time both players are playing here. Mack, Nom got the win last time, although that was back in 2024, so has been a bit here. Mack has a tournament win since that, and for Nom, trying to start the season off strong here and make his second career Final Four appearance in the tournament 1 here. So just kind of your thoughts on both players coming into this one and how they've looked so far in this tournament.
Well, the trends would tell you that you have to look up for stacked here because, like you mentioned, the only time I can't even get to that one. No. For this one, you mentioned it on the top. For stacked, he's definitely been boomer bust because outside looking back to for his first 2 years, it was either he'd lose out in his first game or he's making a deep run. So he's gotten 2 wins already for this one. So odds would tell you that Mac probably makes the deep run here, gets past Nam. Nam loves to play self-deprecation as well, so I'm willing to bet that there's going to be some comments here about how he'll get 5-0'd. I don't believe him. Uh, so I think it's going to be interesting to see who plays what strategy coming out. Obviously, first game for both of them with 2 power plays, so there's a little bit of extra strategy. And do you want to use one earlier, or do you save both of them for late? So I'm going to be interested to see how the players look for strategy, look for the power play, all that good stuff.
Hey, thank you, Mac. No, I'm trying to cite my match against him last season. However, there is little to no correlation between that match and this match, besides the fact that both were in the round of 16. I think
We're both against
uh,
1 seeds.
maybe no, I was definitely not a 1 seed though. In that one. Um, So, not sure, but anyways, I'm gonna start with Mac. Mac is listening to the stream here, so I'll give him his question and then go right over the knob here. Mac, um, doing pretty good for yourself so far. I mentioned there has been a bit of a curse with the run-up for Super League. However, so far that has not really phased you into the round of 16 first tournament here. 1-1 record because technically, well, one win, one TQ win, so bit of a weird record at the moment here, but again, just kind of winning will kind of nullify that for the moment. But going up against Nam here, who you lost to in 2024, just kind of your thoughts on what has changed since that first encounter here and how you look to try and even the score here with a victory tonight to make your second Enchanted 8. And then gonna go to Nam here. Nam, I know you're not really looking forward to this matchup here. Don't have a lot of high expectations here, but um, what do you think will be the key to victory here on your end to try and find a way to get the job done here and make it to your fourth Enchanted 8 here in a tournament where you've had some pretty solid success so far in your career? All right, both players typing. Once we get both the answers, we'll get things rolling here. If I sound a bit quiet, no, it is not my mic. It is because it is early and I'm tired, and this is not usually a time I like being up when it's not a work day. So, um, all right, well, let me put my phone here. All right. So for Mac, the bot is better than the last time we met. But no, we've both grown. We both have grown as players. So I see this one going deep into the series. So Mac, expecting a close one here, but of course, looking to be the one with the 5 next to his name here to get the win. So we'll see if he can do that. And then for Nam, I concur. Despite everything I say, I can see this one going the distance. As for now, how I'll win. This to me isn't as much as a rematch in practice. This is on paper, so I'll treat this as a fresh slate and just go from there. All right. Well, with both players' thoughts, going into the match, we will get into said match here and kick things off here. Sanford, feel free to initialize the bot here, and we'll get things rolling. Mac has the game 1 call, so we'll see where he goes.
Knew I was forgetting something. Usually we do that before the stream.
Fair enough. Looks like Mac will be going for 10 to start here. Going to continue the trend of the gift starts. B9
Double dash.
and 2 power play. Then add on top the 10 card start here, and we will get things going here.
Let's double checking, make sure I didn't screw something up.
Yeah, they look correct.
Oh
God.
my goodness. The bot is definitely awake.
These +4 starts will never leave me alone. Sanford, there were so many that happened in the February flurry, like it was getting absurd. Like there was one point where there was 3 wild starts in a row.
I don't think Mac's gonna draw on this though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't expect him
Uh,
to.
He actually did have a +4 start in the last one, and I believe he learned about culture and what it was in that matchup here. So we'll see if he'll decide
Doesn't
to
mean
use
he'll
it or
honor
not.
it still.
That is true, yeah.
There's two strategies to this too. I get the idea of drawing
He
because if you
will.
draw, so I mean, obviously we start with an 11 card start instead, but there's two mindsets of it. There's the idea of do you really want to be the first one to play off a +4 because you might be giving your opponent a sign that you of what color you really want, or do you want to try and let your opponent be the first to concede? And so there, I get. Do you want to take that early advantage on a card, or do you want to maybe not show what your hand's looking like? I can see both aspects of that. As my card doesn't want to load, at least not on my end.
Yeah. Does not see, I don't see it loading on my end either.
Apparently Mac's seeing it, but I'm not. Nom's not, and G's not.
Maybe it's a latency. I
The
don't know. Maybe
+4
it's
took a
a
little bit to
thing.
load too.
Alright, well, we'll keep going, I guess.
Well, the cards are playing. That's the important part.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes there's been an issue where the card images don't load. I'm not really sure what causes that. I'm not sure if it's an API issue or something else, but
So, in other words, what we need is we need Mac to come in here and narrate what cards are being played, so we know whose cards whose. Because I don't
alright.
remember.
Alright, and now Mac
Now he
just
doesn't.
joined the party.
Now he doesn't.
Alright, so this will be a likely a cardless series here. We're gonna be playing Blind Uno.
Who needs to who needs to see what the card is? I mean, the players get to know what card it is already. Ubo draw.
Now, listen, again, the image thing is of course not ideal, but this is the good thing about the feature where the hand bolds the cards you can currently play. So that'll give you a good idea of what
And
your options are.
you can see which cards have been played. Um, Also, with the tools, players will be able to have it highlighted to them which cards they can play at any one point. Um,
Oh my
and it
god.
does at
Okay.
least it does tell us what the card is that was played, even if we don't see it. So even though we don't see it, we do know that Mac did play the blue skip, green reverse, yellow reverse combo there. So just unfortunate that we don't get to see all the lovely cards that down this deck for this tournament.
Shouts to old Zack Attack for that one. But yeah, I mean, Max just had a 5 card run off that draw city and kind of just immediately started rolling. Nom just played a wild green though to try to disrupt things, and that's
Oh
not
my
really gonna
goodness, that's
disrupt
game.
anything. Wow. Matt got 2 self draws and then bam, gets the finish there on 2 big runs there. And that was a
It does it
3.
without a +4.
Oh. I mean, he has 3+2s there. That kind of is doing the same thing as a +4, but uh, yeah. Well, that was it looked to be a bit of a slower start, and then bam, just out of nowhere. Um, yeah, really only one draw there. Mac just kind of. I want your thoughts here on what you end up getting on your 2 draws here, including what the first one draw is, because this could be an added point for the culture here. I saw Mac doing some research prior to the matchup, so I know when some people wake up, they will be very happy to see the draw on that one. But
It'll be nice to learn how to get 7 action cards. Real.
first draw was a yellow +2. Okay, and the second one was a yellow 1, so I guess he what's it called? I'm trying to wait, I need to look at this. Yeah, so the second draw was a yellow 1. Okay, so I guess Max saw the option there. Because he did have the blue skip green skip combo before, but elected to wait a little bit to go for it. yeah, I guess the double yellow one gave a bit of security there. So, that works out. But was indeed a stacked hand. I'm trying to find an image here though first before we keep going. Can I find it? There's the question. I cannot. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, I don't got much to add on that one. So we'll hop to game 2 here. Mac with the call, just can't go 10. And gonna go with the Hamlin 11. And then, very fun throwback. I like that car back when I was
Well,
riding
the
it,
cards are
but
back at least.
alright, well, yellow 9 here. Well, let's see. Maybe it's only the starting card that's loading, because the +4
Oh,
did
that's true.
load at the start. Yeah, and it seems like
Crap.
only the starting card.
It was worth a hope.
It's interesting though, because like it'll show you the start. Okay, well actually no, yellow 6 is loading, so we have a few cards that are loading, but
Hey, my
now we
card
get
loaded this time.
okay, we got double now, so I think the API is working again. There we go. All right, cards are back. So that's good. But I mean triple on the 6 here. And there's your rainbow with the cards loaded, so we came back at the right time there. So assuming okay, well now the gifts are not loading. And sadly, the rainbow has not been acknowledged by either player. Um, there we go. I couldn't find the GIF. Yellow, red, blue, green. Add the rainbow there just so people are in the know. And Mac is going to continue his big giant runs here in game 2. That's another 5-card run he has managed to play here. Now I'm up to 13. Now I'm going to play the red 4. Could this be another fast finish here? It's a switch to blue on Nam's own card and gets the Uno, and Nam is gonna immediately shut the door on that one with a +6, which I think is a wise call there, because I don't know if I would have risked that. I can't talk. Risked that for that one. It's too early for me. Mac probably just laughing his ass off on that one. But 3-card play back into blue. Alright. Gotta keep rolling with blue for the moment here. Mac again down to 2. On the red, got the ditto play there on the red 3 though. And now at Uno on the 7. I'm not sure if Dom's gonna have another +6 option this time, but we'll see what he does. Switches the green. And that's gonna be the ice that Nam was needing there, so good stuff there. And that's gonna be ultimately a defensive play there. Draws will keep going for the moment on the green here. Both looking for that clutch top deck that can help guide them to the win here. And Mac has found it with the wild. Goes into yellow, and Nam is going to stall things out once again, so that wild has been burnt. No, I'm really looking to drag this game out for the moment here.
Not the worst idea, especially down 1-0.
Plays the green one there, which is a little interesting. Has been drawing for a while. I mean, held that reverse to have that switch option as well, but looks to play the green one. Still no one able to do much there on that one. And draws will keep on going here for both players. And another top deck into yellow, and it's going to be a +4 this time. So more cards Max way, and Nam once again has to switch the green. This time Max going to have the crossover though. Goes into red now. Wondering if he's using
No rainbow this
knowledge of.
time, though.
Wondering if he was using Nam's definitely antiness to switch the green to advantage there, but it does not seem like it. It's another draw on the red here. As for Nam, maybe just drawing back here. But red is going to be another stall out here for the moment. I don't think I'm wondering if Nam is not too pleased with his hand here. We'll see, but
He might not be, but at the same time, if you have numbers on red, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be playing them while Mac was drawing. Because if you have red, the only way I'm not playing red numbers here is if you at least if you don't have any at all. So I mean, Nam already now back close to comeback territory.
no, I'm not playing again. I think Mac's going to be looking for that switch, and he will get it on the
And
yellow.
that's the exact reason why you. Well, okay, he had double red 5.
Yeah, Nam has been intensifying these draws here.
Yeah, I don't get the passive aggressiveness that Nam's had so far with this.
Yeah, now
Because if you had some of these cards, I don't get why you're not. I don't get the idea of drawing back if you clearly had some of these cards and had the ability to maybe switch off them like he has. So
I mean,
it is
I
what
think
it
it's
is.
an
I'll
op
probably ask it.
I think it's an option for him to be able to go back to it and kind of force some draws out of Mac. I can kind of see the idea behind it. It just kind of depends on what else he gets there, because I mean, it could be a whole numbers situation here, and that could put him in a bad spot.
Yeah,
We'll
I've
see.
been burned too many times on the unfortunate draws, and your opponent gets the good draws. So
Mac keeps it rolling there, and there's another red here, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, where you have those extra reds, and you can kind of go back to that as a little bit of a safe haven.
well, I get that, and I don't mind this play as
Mac is gonna
well.
shut it down. First of two
Well,
power
this could be the
plays
run to
being
the finish. He's
used.
got 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dom was trying to play that where it was more defensive, but it was definitely going to be more lower down. Try to block. I mean, trying to block in general, but more lower down. Maybe if he had ammo to go for it, but +4, +2, and then double play there,
Had
and I think
yeah,
that makes
7 and the
sense.
3.
Yeah, I think that makes sense to use it there because I think Dom definitely would have responded with something, whether it be a switch or um even ammo there. But
Yeah,
it's
I,
gonna
I
be.
don't mind the drawing purposefully if your opponent's under like 7, but the moment Max started getting up into the 8, 9, 10, I think Nam needed to have a little bit more aggression there than what he had.
Uh, Yeah, well, for Mac, just want your quick thoughts here on why you elected to go for power play there. I think I have a good idea there, but just want to confirm your thoughts. And then for Nam, kind of just your thought process to go for the drawback there, in the middle of that game, and just kind of any thoughts on what you could have done differently on that one, because there were points where it was working, but then I think the power play kind of shut down. I think it seemed like a bit of a passiveness on that one there. So just kind of your thoughts on how that all got executed on your end. Yeah, I mean, looking at the ammo so far, Mac currently leading in all categories. So far, Mac seeming to um have the better draw. Drawback was because it didn't have the number of player color play. The power play was to prevent a switch off yellow to finish the game. Which, yeah, I think I kind of confirmed what I was thinking. I think Mac was noticing a lot of switching, and a lot of just kind of like passive play to just kind of be safe. And then that power play would ensure he had the win on yellow. But I mean, it's not too bad when I could force the power play to stack while he's holding a +4. Maybe it could be refined while I'm playing a more unique strategy, and we'll see if he starts turning around. Series is never over until someone got 5 wins. And +4 ends up being Mac's last draw there, so yeah, ironically, for Nam, the red one kind of set up where Mac was able to go off that one, so he was in draw steady long enough to be able to benefit off that. So timing there works out for Mac, but we'll go to game 3. Yes, you can.
But you got a little bit of time anyway while Nom picks a start and then plays his first card.
So we'll see what Nam goes with here. We'll wait a little bit and then we'll get things going for game 3. Right, so now I'm gonna go 14. Won't start the game right away, but we'll see if this can try to get him back into the series here, because it's not the most ideal start so far.
I'm still trying to get up myself too.
Well, I think you have the worst of everyone here, because it's 6 a.m. for you. For me, it's only 9:30. It's only 9:30 right now.
Why are you saying only 9:30? I'm always up by 9:30. Like,
Well, I mean, I'm saying it's
6:30
only.
is
I'm
actually,
saying.
I mean,
Well, I
others
said
actually
only
just
9:30
assume that.
because 6 is early. So 9:30 is not as bad. Um, that's
Well,
all
I
I'm
mean, I
saying.
have to be up at like during a weekday. 5:30 is like whenever I have to always be up because I start getting the phone calls at that point for
Hmm.
sub work.
Hmm.
Plus, when the junior highs start at 7. Yeah, normal start.
Alright, Brian with the green 9. That'll be the start for game 3. Now I'm really looking for a win here. And Arya's card definitely is popping up quite a bit here. To go with the green 1 for the moment. And then keep things going with the green.
Well, we're rolling over to red.
Just did not roll for long here as okay, so Lavina pops in. Welcome. That's our D2 tournament 1 winner. Watching the action for G1 for Fairytale February. So welcome. But going back to the green here for Mac. And I'm gonna keep rolling here with the green. So
Now I'm with double
one.
green 4.
Yeah, I mean we had a quick pause on red with Nom trying to switch, but then Mac crossed over, and then we're just gonna keep going with green here. Although Mac is typing a bit, so maybe a big run is coming once again. We've seen a lot from him so
Oh,
far, and
yep. Quad. Back
yeah,
to red.
another's gonna happen here, and we are continuing to switch on green and red for the moment.
Like a Christmas tree. I love it.
Just gotta throw a little blue in there for the snow, and then you're all set.
I mean, living in the desert, I don't need the snow for Christmas.
I mean, yeah, we've
I,
already
I
gotten
know
a
some
lot.
people on the East Coast that don't mind missing the snow on it. That wouldn't mind missing
Yeah.
the snow on Christmas too.
Yeah, and we're gonna get even more tomorrow. So it's been a very brutal winter. A lot of people are
Actually, yeah,
a
true.
lot of people are very angry and upset with the groundhog at the moment. So
And then there's some people that just look at the groundhog and say, "You don't control anything." Stuck on Logan's 3 for a little bit.
Draw City goes on the red 3. 2-0 Mac
No,
at
we
the
don't
moment here.
like this. It's just a matter of does Num be the first to play out of this? We didn't see him be the first to play out of it at any point in game two. So can he find something to pull off that aggression now that Stacked is nowhere close to the danger to the red zone? Oh, I can't say nowhere close, but he's at least he's a solid mid tier run away from the red zone now.
We'll see. I mean, gets a top deck red 2 here. Look for the switch. Now I'm going to play the 6. And that'll allow Mac to
Which
switch
allows
into
Mac.
the yellow. And we are back underway. Keeps it going on the yellow here. I don't think Nam has had a really big run so far in this series here. I mean, the biggest thing I think of was the +6, the block Uno. Maybe we'll get that big run here. No, okay, only 3 cards switch, but it's a
Only
bit
the
impactful.
13th time that Nam has switched color compared to 20 for Mac already, so.
It's a little surprising because there was a lot of switching from Nam in game 2 there, so a little surprised the difference is that big for the moment, but Mac down to 3, switches back into yellow for 2.
Can Nam find the red? That's going to be the question.
He can find the skip. He can find
Finds
the switch
blue.
back in the blue here. Run's still going, and he might have it here.
That's. Whoa!
That's gonna be the first big run that Nam has found here so far in this series here. And
Didn't
we'll
find the
get the
red,
win on
no.
the 6 card
Didn't
finish.
need it.
Yeah, I mean this has been a series of the winner getting a big run, so far, and Nam was able to find it this time. Um, Yeah, I mean, for Mac, the yellow switch wasn't even going to matter because, I mean, Nam had that pretty covered. Ironically, a switch to red would have helped things a little better for Mac here. But even then, the Wild had a lot of that covered. So, um, but yeah, Nam able to secure that one get on the board here, and maybe looking to make this a home series. We'll see. Currently 2-1 with the home side winning all 3 to this point. But Nom, just kind of your quick thoughts on being able to get on the board here and kind of how that run to the finish ended up all coming together there, whether it was a good chunk of them being draws or stuff you were holding on to for a while. And let's see what Nom has to say here. I don't really have much for Max, so started with a lot but of that, we got a few additional connectors during the draw city. After that, I was running down the numbers and hoping Stack didn't have a finish from 3 back, which, fair enough. Mac was taking a little bit the type on 3 cards here, so definitely a little concern of a finish there. But other than that, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say on that. So we'll just kind of keep this one going here with game 4 here. Now I'm looking to make it 4 in a row for the home side here. I'm gonna go 1 down to 13.
Had that one pre-typed. 1 for 2 on Nam.
Another one.
Okay.
Another wild start. Wow. Okay. This worked out for the home side last time, and it worked out for Mac last time. We'll see. And we got another one going here. Now I'm looking to get something going here with what now becomes a 14 card start once again. And I'm gonna open with blue this time. Mac gonna run it for the moment. And now I'm gonna switch. Do we get maybe a little light switching here for this game? Potentially. Mack is just kind of playing follow the leader. Nam is definitely going to go for more light switching here and trying to be a little bit more wavy, a little bit unpredictable on the colors. Mack's going to use a double play here to get a lead here, but Nam continuing light switch. That will be Pandora's, but he is switching all over the board here for the moment. And that'll be what gets Nam to stop with the switches as Mack will play his own card on the red 0. Alright, so double play from Nam to stay on red, but that opens the door for Mack to do a double play and kind of negate that with the +2 there, so that throws Nam back a bit. Another switch from Nam. And that's going to be the switch that will force Mack to draw there, so has found something. And gets a +2 of his own here, so throwing Mack back a little bit further. Oh wow, and a big +4 there from Mack. May have picked that up from +2, but we go back into red. Bit of a back and forth here at the moment for game 4.
I'm able to find triple play though.
Nam's gonna immediately shut that
Says
down
not so fast on the green.
with the switch. And
Oh,
Max says not so fast on the red, but now that's gonna be a crossover into blue, so a bit of a truce there on that one. So we go blue.
yeah.
Mac wanted red, Nam wanted green. Both of them end up on blue for the moment. And now we're going to
Well, now it's
yellow.
yellow after the double skip.
Yeah, there's been a lot of switches this game, so it's been a very sporadic on the colors for the moment.
Well, and remember when I said it was a difference of 8 on the color swaps?
Wow,
Well,
wow, Mac actually got the finish on that one there. So, you know, the red aggression actually paid off there because that was the red 4 was the last red he ended up having, and he was able to run yellow to the finish there. So, that ended up working out wonderfully for Mac. And it's going to
as
be
I was about ready
3-1.
to try and point out before getting rudely interrupted by Stack being able to finish off that game, the color swaps were even at 24.
Yeah, I can't believe Mac would do that. That should probably be like an immediate disqualification. But
I think so, yeah.
all right, well,
Oh, that's unfortunate. And that's the catch 22. It's like you try and do the +2 thing, it's the smart play or whatever, and then you get burned by it. And so, like, at the same time, you don't want to leave it. You don't want to leave it like a +2 there when you can. So, unfortunate for Nam, gives Stacked the key ammo that ended up getting the win on a +2.
yep. Yeah. So that +2 ends up hurting Nam in the end there because I mean I don't know if the yellow +2 really mattered too much because he had another one as well. But I mean that +4 is definitely going to be the one that hurts the most there. Um. Yeah, we've seen quite a few times where the +2 play ends up hurting you long term because it ends up giving the opponent more. But that's kind of hard to telegraph in general. But I mean, in general, kind of looking at overall, kind of looking at the stats so far for this series here. I mean, 10-3 on the +2s is definitely gonna be a killer for Nom for the moment here. But then also
Not
3
only
on the
that,
+4s.
Nam's still looking for his first +4. He's down 6 to 11 on skips. Just is not going his way, clearly.
Yeah, not the outcome he was hoping for so far, and he's gonna lose the homestand for this one. Nom, just kind of any thoughts on what you can do to try to bring this one back here? It's not looking good at the moment here, and I think some of it is just kind of getting a bit unlucky on the cards. But anything you feel you need to be able to turn the series around on your end. And then once we get Nom's answer, okay, well there we go. That kind of thing is always hindsight, and I'll evaluate that post series. Not the best, not impossible to come back. Won't reveal much at this point. Don't want to give away anything else. We're already down 3-1, which that's fair enough. But I think with that we'll go
Yeah,
with
not out of it.
this. We'll go with game
Never
5
forgetting,
here.
I came back down 5-1 in a best of 11, so you got this.
Yep. We have seen the comebacks before, so not impossible. But game 5, coming off the shortest game of the series so far, Mac will have the call here, looking to make it 4-1. We'll see what wonderful gift he will select for the game 5 start here. We have not had a card start lower than 10 to this point, so we'll see if we continue running high with either a 12 or 15, or if we explore something a little lower in the single digits. It's gonna be 8. It's gonna be an 8 card
Is
start
that
there.
right?
It's 8. It's 8, 8, 8, 8.
I mean, I knew it's the Magic 8 Ball, but
Yeah,
this is where he
unless there's
somehow
like a
says, "I know I wanted 12."
unless there's like a hidden 15 there somewhere. Um,
I
but
don't know.
all right, well, Drip Zero
Like,
will
part of me
kick
was
things
half
off.
expecting him to like say, "No, I was wanting 12."
He's gonna be the 8 ball, and it's gonna turn around, and he's gonna turn around, and he's gonna say go 12. Just cause
Double
the
play
ultimate confusion.
immediately with a +2. That is bold.
It's gonna be his 11th. No, I'm at 10 to start. Switches the red.
Don't mind the play. Have to do something there, but stacked able to have the half off.
I mean, I would ask though, could the play even be staying on yellow though? Because sometimes people, this doesn't necessarily mean this is the case for Mac, but sometimes people, when they're low, will do a double play. It's kind of like their last are on the color, and then if it stays there and they can't switch out, they draw. So I'm wondering if that was the case for Mac. We'll have to see after this game ends, but um, some switches early on here. Non plays his own card on the blue 4. Mac with a big run here, and that's
Oh
it. Wow.
my goodness.
So he did have an additional yellow there, so he had the option to switch the blue. But yeah, I mean, we didn't see green once, no green from Mac there. I just don't think that's really working out for Dom, and I don't think that's a really great sign for him in terms of the series. Because the momentum
Well,
has not
especially
stopped.
considering Stack's going to have this final card start too. When now he's got the power play, he's got the decision on what he wants to start with. I think we know where he's going, and unfortunately for Nam, where Mac's likely to go, both players have thrived on in the past.
Uh, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Mac is in a good position at the moment here. I think he could afford to be a bit of a risk taker
Not gonna
here,
be.
and that's fair
No,
enough. Yeah.
Nam is done commenting.
Yeah, just gonna try to make this 4-1 comeback through any means necessary, but I don't got much to say. That was only a 68-second game here with the 4-card run to the end there. Mac has the game 6 call. We'll see where he goes.
I mean, I've got the question for Mac. Is it anything less than a send?
It is.
No, it's a 9. Okay.
I think for Mac, if it goes, I think the send he'd want to save for game 9 if it goes there. I think for
I mean, I
Mac,
don't
he
even
could have
think
even gone a bit risky and gone for like a 6-card start or something like that, because he does have the power play also. And the cards are working out well
Well,
for
has
him.
power play. Can't use on the first turn though. So
Well, you could get like a 2-turn finish, 2 or 3-turn finish there. Another double play to start
oh
things
boy,
off.
it well, power play's online for both now. So does Nam find the card that he needs before Stat gets to that elusive run?
Oh man,
Oh boy, that's a
this is
warning
looking
shot
to
if
be
ever
a
I've seen one.
this is looking to be an
That's
utter
a warning
disaster
shot.
here.
How does Nam respond to the warning shot from Stacked?
+4,
Good
yeah.
play. Good play.
I think you have to do that case. It's not ideal for Nom per se, but I mean, I don't think you really have any other option there, and that's
Oh
gonna
my
be
goodness, and it worked out
even better.
marvelously.
Could be even better for Nom there as Mack has no blue. If Nom has a good chunk of blue of his own, he can run this and he will.
Could be a risky play to give him extra 2 cards.
Gives him a blue 8, and Nom's out on blue.
But that makes sense. Okay. Makes sense why he did that then.
Is that double into a draw, but maybe the switch to green helps. No, it does not. So
He's
that's
got
gonna
2
be helpful
colors,
for
though.
that's gonna be helpful for Mac now because he's needing to make a bit of a deficit here, and that's gonna be. Well, I mean that's not very surprising. 2-color Nom is very low on the cards here, so not expected
Not
to have
surprising,
every
but
color, but
unfortunately.
Mac's out on green as well. Green
Sorry about
one,
that.
the Arya green one popping up again here. Mac, now I'm definitely going to be looking to be a little bit more aggressive to try to get a switch to get closer to this end here, but Draw City keeps on going. Yeah, and you see there, Nom's getting these top decks on green here. He's definitely looking for the switch. He will get the switch on the
That
yellow
might
here.
bring them both up, though.
We'll cross
Oh,
over the red
triple.
though.
Oh, Devil's Wild.
Blue 6 would be the rainbow, although I don't think that's going to be popping up here. +2. So that's going to throw Nom back a little bit further.
Still
Still
did
has the
before,
red
though,
though.
with the red, too. Literally.
And Nam is now out on red, and unfortunately, I think
Oh.
that +2 definitely disorganized his hand a little bit.
Top decks is 0, though, so trying to hope that he can... He's basically hoping that he can get to the spot where Mac's having to draw. That's... He does!
On his own card, too.
And
Yeah,
now perfect for Nam to be drawing on this card because there's only 3 cards in the deck, barring wilds, that they can switch off of, and one of them's already been played.
Well, what about reverses, though? You didn't consider the
Well,
reverse
yeah.
chain, and now we're in the
Well,
yellow.
specifically number-wise, there's only 3.
Gotta throw that little quip in there, but into yellow here, Nam is very close. Really trying to eke this one out, but once again, I think that hand is disorganized on the colors here. It has to draw again. And
Oh, but he has
Mac
a
finds
yellow
the yellow
0.
0. Gonna be interested about that one. And
That's
Nam has the blue 0 though. Switches the blue. Another
that's
wild,
interesting.
and this is a very bad situation for Nam here. Another
Oh,
wild here.
boy.
We saw the +4 happen last time. I don't think he's
Power
gonna have the
play!
+4 this time. This was not gonna be a finish. No, it did. Nam just did not seem to have the hand
Oh
there to
my
finish on
goodness,
that.
that's...
So had to use it. I think he had to use it there though. It was it
It's
was not looking good
desperation.
there.
I mean, if Stack's able to run this on numbers to the end, it is what it is.
Well, he's
Wow.
gonna end it with the power play most likely, and for Mom, it's just more of a trying anything he can to do it, get it. But I don't think today was gonna be his day here.
I mean, anytime you're having to do a draw on a power play, you can tell that you're desperate.
Sometimes it works out though. Sometimes you could give the opponent a card that completely messes their hand up, but that will
Wow.
not happen this time here. +4 will end it, and the yellow run to the finish. Mac will win at 5-1.
A 24-minute best of 9. That goes 6. Oh my, that is unfortunate.
I mean, he still had to run the yellow. I mean, I think that was the correct call for Nam, though.
Well, but the point
Because,
is, the hindsight of that, though, then, if you think about it, so if Nam plays the 4, like he does, Mac plays the 5, Nam then draws the +4 instead of giving it to Mac.
well, he would have had the power play after the yellow 4, though, because Mac would have power played himself to end it, because he would have been down to 2. So,
Well,
assuming
but
the deck would have worked where
if
he
he
would have,
power
the next
plays
draw
and
was a
draws,
+4, yeah, Nam would have had to, assuming that that's the way it would be, like, where the next card on the bot would have been guaranteed to be a +4, Nam would have had to play the yellow 4, Mac plays, Nam would then power play, double draw, and then get, like, which I just don't really know in that situation, Nam would have done that. Um,
Well,
I just
to
I
be
just don't think that
fair,
would make
he
a
at
lot of
least
sense.
would have, by doing the double draw on it, he still would have taken out Mac being able to power play on the back-to-back power play.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, also with the series, how the series has gone, I mean, you don't really know if it's going to be a power play with three left. Yeah, it's tough. It's one of those calls where it's like it's really a great call if you're able to make it, but it's like it's a very tough call, and it's like that's not really something you see in the moment. And I don't think anyone would been able to see that in the moment. So it's it's
I mean,
unfortunate
plus,
for Nam there.
how do you predict that? Unless you're like KT, how do you predict that a +4 is going to be the next card drawn?
I don't really think KT would have been able to predict that though. That's just not
I mean,
really.
you'd be surprised what he's been able to predict.
Uh,
But yeah, I get what you mean.
I know how that works and whatnot. That's not necessarily KT intuition per se. It's just kind of sometimes it's a gut feeling and sometimes it's throwing a bunch of theories out there and then one of them hits. But I don't think anyone would have been able to do that in the way because like even that I don't even know if it would have get necessarily been guaranteed to be a plus over the next one because I don't remember I don't recall how it works but I'm pretty sure with the bot it's just every single draw is just out of the remaining cards it'll just randomly generate which one comes out next. So who's to say that the next play if there was a play there the random generation would have been the +4 there, but that's talking about coding logistics, but other than that, Mac, kind of your thoughts on uh make it to your second chance at 8 here. You were for the remaining rounds you currently have a 100% win rate, so your thoughts making it to regional final here for the Wizard region. You'll play the winner of Ard and Smart. What that is going to be a very interesting other side of the bracket there. I think Art has one regional final appearance before, and then of course Cody Smart, rookie coming up. So, um, we're gonna be having an interesting uh player coming out of the Wizard region potentially for the final four here, but for Max still trying to get a career an even career record here, which I think this one will help matters here. Just kind of taking a look at the database here to check where he's at right now. Although I could quickly
It should
update
be
that while we
close.
get Max thoughts. Yeah, I would think he's pretty close to getting there, but
Um,
simply put on the round of 8. Okay, why does this keep doing okay, this is like a bizarre thing with the sheet. It keeps making the time like as an actual time instead of duration. So
oh yeah, you have to. That's why you have to like make sure to do
yeah,
the colons and all that.
yeah. No, even when I do the colons, it does that. It's a
Interesting.
bit sorry. Anyways, let me just quickly check to see how that updates.
Well, no, I'm giving us his quote. Good luck to stacked. Um, the Yoda quote definitely holding true though as well. Let's see. Probably wrap up the thoughts though. I don't. Mac, any thoughts about uh who you want in the Elite Eight?
We'll see. Possible to see the future is for how he's feeling about the round of 8, and then do or do not. There is no try. A lot of the Yoda quotes here. We'll see who he is looking for. I don't think he minds either person. Although I think both sides of it are definitely going to be different because I mean you have Ard, someone he knows well, then Cody, who's I don't know if Mac necessarily is familiar with his game per se, but
I think it's definitely a wide open region when you look at that matchup, regardless of who advances out of that 7-11 matchup.
Yeah, I figured Mac would like to see Ard. So gonna want to face Ard for the matchup. And I think that would well, I mean, I'm just checking here because obviously Smart will be first time matchup. Yeah. That would be a first time
Well,
matchup if that does happen. So
well,
um
to be fair, Art doesn't make it to the Elite Eight that often, so yeah.
well, maybe there would have been a round of 64, round 32 matchup in the past, but um yeah. I think that's gonna do it here. Any last any last thoughts here? We did start the event. Um, any last thoughts here, Sanford?
Last thoughts. Good luck to the United States on the hockey side, I guess, because dang, feel bad for Nam. Congrats to Stacked.
Yeah, but that's about the best insight you could probably do at this point. There's not much to say on this one. Not his day, unfortunately. I mean, you see, the cards here. I mean, maybe before we go, we can quickly try to see what the card strength metric was here. That'd be a good thing to check out. Just give me a second here.
I don't think Nam wants to hear that one. Whatever it is.
I could read the quote also. Stacked hands have really changed about game plan all year, keeping people on their toes and their surrounding. Would love to play our next round, but if it's crazy smart, so be it. Fired up, ready to fully break the Super League runner-up curse. Quote, and that is true. Mac has kind of been breaking this curse so far here, so maybe third time's the charm here for that.
I
Since
guess
all very gold.
technically on the curse thing, I guess technically for the curse, what it is for Stack to be able to outlive the curse, what it is, he needs to actually lose in a Sweet 16 or uh Elite Eight, where he's actually in a tournament where he's won more than one game. Because the whole curse is either he goes all the way or he loses his first game.
No,
That's the
that
curse.
no, because Very Gold and Turner were both 0-3 to start the season. Varigold at least got 2 wins to end it, but then JT of course went 0-5 last season. So I mean no we're doing but I mean if Mac loses the rest of the season then the curse still exists. It might be more of a false hope start, but we'll see. Just trying to get this up here.
Well, either way, I think we can probably wrap this one up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pull up this card shrink metric before we go. Just kind of like a last input. All right, I almost got it. Yeah, putting the ammo is the easy part. It's just getting the actual sum card starts, which is a little tough. Yeah, 0.3162. So, for Nam, not really what he was hoping for there. That's gonna be a big one. One of the biggest so far. Looking at the rest of the tournament here, it's gonna be the third largest of the tournament to this point here, only getting beaten by the Lane Goldie differential and the ironically myself M differential there. So third largest so far of this tournament here. Oh, wait, no, fourth largest
I
because
knew it wasn't as bad.
No, fourth
I knew it
largest
was worse than
Monaco
mine.
KT. No, it's actually the fourth largest because Monaco KT slides in at third. I missed that one, but um yeah, would be the third largest. It's the third that goes above 0.3 as well for this tournament
I
as well.
mean, me and Nam and playing card or CSM games where the difference is more than a tenth in our deficit. That's seems like a pretty potent combo usually.
Well, that is unfortunately how the cookie crumbles sometimes, but that'll do it. Thank you all for watching the stream here. Congrats to Mac on the victory here. He will move on to the Enchanted 8 and will be awaiting his opponent in the Wizard Regional Final here. So we'll see who he will end up facing here, but gonna have a long day of action here coming at you. So make sure to stick around. I'm sure we'll be walking you through the rest of the day here, but that'll do it for me. On behalf of Sanford, who was our analyst, co-commentator, ref, everything all bundled together, then both our players. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, congrats to Mac on the victory here, but we will see you later today for some more Fairytale February Sorcerer 16 matchups. But until then, I'm G-Man. Peace out, and have a great rest of your day, everybody.
This has been a presentation of MRE Uno Division 1.